Zooming In is brought to you by Reconics, see what you've been missing, and by Nikon, the trusted name in optics.
My 2011 Montana bow hunt took place in the very southeast corner of the state near the tiny town of Elzada. The terrain in this part of the state is a mixed bag of rolling prairie, scattered agriculture, and brush-choked river and creek bottom. It's a wildlife haven chock full of antelope, mule deer, and whitetails. This aerial view gives us a great look at the exact area I was hunting on the evening of September 10th. It's apparent right off that the environment offers everything whitetails need. This creek that snakes through the property provides plenty of thick cover and fresh water. And these outlying croplands are a literal smorgasbord of preferred whitetail foods, with alfalfa and wheat being the primary attractants. In the days leading up to my Montana hunt, Mike Watkins and Tom Baker had sat here and watched several shooter bucks make their way from this stretch of creek bottom to a small patch of lush alfalfa located here. The two men then placed a portable ground blind near a stack of round bales right here. Our first couple hunts from the blind taught us two things. First, the deer fed only briefly in the patch of alfalfa before moving on. Second, the bigger bucks always fed on the far edge of the alfalfa out of bow range. For these reasons, I decided to put a buck decoy right here 20 yards to the left of our blind. As you clearly saw, the decoy had an amazing calming effect on the antlerless deer and small bucks that came to the alfalfa first. The 6x6 I ended up shooting first appeared near the edge of the creek bottom, right here. He then made his way across this stretch of prairie ground on his way to the alfalfa field. After feeding for several minutes both out of bow range and in a spot where Matt couldn't film him, the big deer eventually walked toward the decoy before once again stopping to feed right here, 40 yards away. With only about a minute of filming light remaining, the buck finally presented the right angle and I took the shot. The Blood Runner tipped Carbon Express did its job and the whitetail made it less than 100 yards before tipping over right here. As I said during my recovery, my Montana trophy was hard-earned, and I need to thank Mike and Tom for all they did to provide me with this opportunity. Hey, make sure you tune in again next week. I don't know where on earth we'll be zooming in, but I do know that you'll find it informative. We will see you here.
Zooming In has been brought to you by Reconics and by Nikon.